is this working? Why is it not working? Why is there no picture? Come on. Picture, picture, picture. Is it not working? Man, YouTube has not been kind to me. Seems to be working now. Okay. The most damage I ever got with Quicksilver was 56. And that was over a year ago. This should be good. Thanks, Marie. Well, welcome one and all to Play the Game with Steve. This is an achievement video where we're going to have some fun. And we are going to play Mr. Quicksilver. And we're going to have some fun with this character. And we are going to do an achievement. I've done this probably 4 or 5 times. And he did it in French, of course. He can do it. Thanks, Brolak. So the fun part about this is the build. So to be able to accomplish this, you need to build a very specific deck. And it's a 50 card deck. And a lot of people will say, what, 50 card? That seems way excessive. That doesn't seem good at all. Why would you ever want to build a 50 card deck? Well, the reason we need a 50 card deck for this is to exactly be able to pull off the maximum amount of damage that we can do. And there's a reason that I'm doing this is because I'm going to show you the math. All right. And then once you see the math, then you'll be like, oh, I should have thought of that. It makes perfect sense. All right. So first things first, we're going to need 3 Moxies. Now, Moxie with Quicksilver is something that's very good because it can allow you to pump your attack, defense, and thwart for +1. All right. Then the other ways to pump up our attack is going to be the adrenaline rushes. So the adrenaline rush is going to also increase our attack. The other thing we're going to do is we're going to have a specialized training. Now, specialized training, we're going to be putting in a combat specialist, and that will also increase our attack. The other cards is a symbiote suit to be able to increase our attack. And finally, Avengers Assemble. So these are all the ways that we're going to boost our attack. So it gives us a boost of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So that is a +9 a boost. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So that's really good. Now, not only that, so we have also the reinforced sinew that gives us a boost of 10. And then when we play maximum velocity, we go up to a 12. I think it's a 12, 12 or 12, 9. 12, 9, 9, something like that. So our stats become insane. All right. So very, very, very good. Now, obviously, we're going to need to ready. So one of the cards that is so underrated is Tenacity. But with Quicksilver, Tenacity makes a lot of sense because we have the card called Friction Resistance, which allows us to ready Quicksilver, ready friction resistance. So basically, once it's down, we can just pay for our ready with our friction resistance. So that is very good. Now, the other thing we're going to be doing at the same time is we're going to build some allies. Because in leadership, the easiest thing to do is to build up allies. So with the Triskelion, with the Avengers Tower, and with Nowhere. And you're like, Steve, how do you put Nowhere? You're not a Guardian. I am not a Guardian, but because of build support, we can cheat in Nowhere in our deck. So that means we just put a support card from our discard pile into play, which is genius. So that allows us to go to 6 allies. And because we're an Avenger, we get to also include our friend Stinger. So, but for this, we need to put exactly these allies. Ant-Man, Stinger, Squirrel Girl, Wonder Man, Kalu, Scarlet Witch is already included in our deck, and Black Panther. Now, why am I including a 4-cost ally, Black Panther? The reason why is Black Panther will be allowed to put Avengers Assemble under him. So that means I will be able to save that Avengers Assemble under Black Panther and use it when I need it for the final turn when I'm going to be doing my massive damage. Because we're going to be readying our allies, we're like, oh, we need Sky Cycles, and the 3 Sky Cycles are going to be able to allow us to exhaust our allies for strength in numbers. We're going to be able to use Avengers Assemble to ready all of our Avengers. We'll be able to do another strength in numbers, which is going to give us all the card draws we need to be able to combo off. And then with the Sky Cycles, even though we used our allies twice, the Sky Cycle will give us a 3rd way to ready them. And with the Earth's Mightiest Heroes, they will also allow us to ready Quicksilver. Then we need a couple of support cards. One is the Leadership Training. The Leadership Training is there to be able to cycle one of the cards. It's basically for sculpting your final hand. That's why it's so important, because we might be short one of the Moxies, and to be able to accelerate this, we might need the Moxie to go in our discard pile to be able to trigger off the combo. We have the Steve Carrier, the Quinn Carrier, the Death Focus, and the Avengers Mansion. Now, the reason I have 0 double resources, this is a 50-card deck with no double resources, okay? Now, one of the cool things is we're playing against Drang, which also gives us the Milano, which is another free resource that allows us to kind of cheat the system. Now, the final turn. This is where it's going to get super exciting. On the final turn, we need to sculpt our hand. We need to have in our final hand the 3 Moxies, 1 or 2 of the Earth's Mightiest, and 1 or 2 of the Strength in Numbers. Because we'll have the Symbiote Suit, we have to do 1 turn in Alter Ego with a can size of 7. Once we have this, oh yeah, yes, it's a lot of cards, but you'd be surprised. I filmed it last night, and I'm like, you know what? I'll just do this live. So I filmed this last night, and it took me 11 turns. But I didn't get Shadows of the Past. If I get Shadows of the Past, I've done it again. It takes me about 13, 14 turns, because Quicksilver Shadow of the Past is nonsense. All right. So once this is set up, I am guaranteed to do 170 damage. The trick is the last 20 to 30 damage to get to that 200 is 100% luck. So, and then I'm going to get into that later once we get there. So first things first, let's shuffle up and play. All right, so I'm going to start shuffling up the deck. I am playing against Drang and the Kree Militants to make this game interesting. All right. 99% of the time that I've played, I can stay on stage 1 the entire game, which is super cool. 1, 2. All right, so I'm going to shuffle this down. We're going to put this here. So it's either going to go super well or it's going to go super bad because I'm doing this live. And every time I do something live, I get caught with shenanigans. But that is the beauty of doing something live. It's being able to have some fun. All right, so here we go. And you'll see how quickly, and this is a pun, how quickly Quicksilver can get set up. Even though I have a 50-card deck. So I'm going to shuffle the encounter deck. Now, I really hope I don't see Shadows turn 1, because that's really going to suck. And Shadows, it's because it adds threat. It adds 3 threat to the main, which can just wreck me really fast. For your next giveaway, you need to give out some of those sweet Steve Carriers. All right, well, to be fair, Dylan, I wish I could take the credit for that, but that is actually Dragon Lord Bahamut, Dave, who created this, and because he's a fan of the channel, decided to give me one when I went to Con of Heroes. But I can always ask Dave to make a few more, and I would gladly give some away. So maybe I'll trade some sweet sleeves. I'm gonna have a turn meter clock here. So we're gonna start on turn 1. This is our hit points. That's his hit points. And who's ready to play ball? All right. So Tenacity, Black Panther, Nowhere, 1, Strength in Numbers, 2, 4, 5, and 6. Now, as much as I love this hand, because I can already start setting some stuff up, this is not the hand you keep. So I'm going to pitch all 6 cards. Oh, look at this. 1. That is a hand you keep. So Friction Resistance, turn 1, 2, 4, 5, and 6. Wow, did I shuffle properly? Or probably not at all. All right, so here's the good thing. My play is going to be super simple. I'm going to go for the +1 defense. So I'm going to do this. I'm going to pitch 2 cards to draw 2 cards. Ah, yes. And then I got Stinger. So this is perfect. So I'm going to spend Milano, Symbiote Suit, and then Always Be Running. And I'm going to play a Friction Resistance. I am going to flip up. I will use Friction Resistance. And yeah, let's just do Accelerated Reflex. Actually, and Hyper Perception to play Accelerated Reflex to give myself a +1 defense. I will Thwart for 1, ready with Super Speed, and then I'll play Stinger, and I'll remove the last threat. So as far as turn 1s go, this is really good. So I got +1 defense, I got 2 resources on the table, and then we are good. All right, let's see what the next turn holds. All right, so 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, so the first thing, one of my first priorities is to get this spear out of the way, because he does attack for 4, and he can attack up to 7, and that can really spell disaster for our hero. So 2 threat and 1 Badoon ship counter. He wants to attack for 4. I do defend for 2. He's attacking for 6. Ouch. So 6 minus 2 is 4, so I go down to 5. Accelerated Reflex, I ready. And then encounter card is a Caught Off Guard. Oh, you gotta be kidding. All right, so I'm gonna lose my Accelerated Reflex. All right, it happens to the best of us. All right, so I am going to start off right away. I think I want to try to get rid of this spear. So I'm gonna go Friction Resistance, Milano, and Maximum Velocity to remove Drang's Spear. So that's going to help me a lot. I am then going to Thwart for 1, ready Friction Resistance. I am going to use Friction Resistance to play a Speed Cycle, a Sky Cycle on Stinger. I am going to Thwart for 1. I'm going to use Earth's Mightiest to exhaust Stinger, to ready Quicksilver. I'm on turn 2. And because I ready Quicksilver, I ready Friction Resistance. I will use Speed Cyclone and Friction Resistance to play Squirrel Girl, which will deal him a damage. And then I will flip down and recover back to 8. All right, so we have 2 allies in play that are already set up. Friction Resistance, that's a good turn 2. So 2, 4, 5, 6. So then we have the Moxie for next turn. Looking pretty good. 2 threat, 1 ship counter, schemes for 3, goes to 5, adds a Badoon ship counter. Encounter is Spatial Positioning, easy peasy. It's 3 threat, and we can exhaust the Milano to get rid of it. So we're going to get rid of it right now on our beginning of turn 3. All right. So now let's play some cards. Avengers Assemble and Friction Resistance will play Kalu. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we'll get an Always Be Running, and we'll keep that. All right. Caught off guard. My nemesis card. I know, it's such an annoying card, right? You're just like, oh, I set up everything. Well, the good thing is I already had something good, so it wasn't too bad. All right, I will flip up. I will thwart for 1, bring that down to 4. Super Speed readies Friction Resistance. Oh, shoot. I was going to use Moxie, sorry. So that would have gone down to 3. And I get a +1 boost for until the end of the round. All right. I am then going to use Friction Resistance and 2 Always Be Runnings to play the Quinn Carrier. I will then thwart for another 2 off the main, and then I'm going to leave it like that. I'm going to keep the Steve Carrier in hand because these are resources that I need. All right, so that was a good turn 3. We are setting up pretty fast. We have build support, which will help with our allies. 2, 4, 5, and then we can start playing some of these adrenaline rushes, and then we are looking good. All right, this is going to be turn 4. So this is going to go to 3. The ship's going to explode. I take 2 indirect damage. I'll go down to 6. I'll defend for 2. He's attacking for 3, 4, 5. So I take 3. I go down to 3. I ready with super speed. It's taking too long, I know. And then I get a Kree private who's going to punch me for 1. There we go. So this goes away. All right, let's have some fun here. We can use the Milano to remove all the threat, so that is not a problem. Let's use Friction Resistance and Quinn Carrier. This is turn 4. That's 2 cards. We are going to use, with a Moxie, we'll play the Steve Carrier. All right, we are going to punch for 1 on the Kree Private. Ready Friction Resistance. I got 2 more resources. So I'm going to spend 1, 2. And I'm going to do double time to deal 2 damage, 2 damage. Get rid of this clown. I'm going to spend Adrenaline Rush to play build support with 3 threat on it. I'll use the Milano to get rid of the threat here. I will flip down and go to 5. All right, now we have 3 resources down. We have 3 allies that can just chill, and we have the Milano. So again, looking super good. 2, 4, 5, and 6. Serval Industries, I was waiting for this card. So now I'll be able to get back all of my suit upgrades that I lost in the beginning of the game. All right, so it's looking very, very good so far. But again, we haven't seen Shadow of the Past go by, so I am about 100%. We are 100% going to see that card. 2 and a Badoon ship. He is going to scheme for 2, plus resolve the Badoon ship. So that's going to go to 2. That's going to go to 4. This is going to go to 3. And counter card is Assault, Surge, Shadow. As soon as there's a Surge, there's a Shadows. Double Surge. Oh, and the Cannonade. All right, so that's only 4 threat. All right, so far we're lucky. We didn't lose it yet. All right, so here we go. So we're gonna start off, play some crazy cards. We're gonna use Friction Resistance for Serval Industries, and Serval Industries will put Hyper Perception and Accelerated Reflex back in. All right, this is our turn 5. We have 5 health on turn 5. Okay, we are going to exhaust to recover, go back to 8. Okay, we have the maximum velocity. We have a couple of other cards too. So we're going to spend 1, 2. Nope. We're not going to spend that. Are we pitching cards? I don't want to pitch any of these cards. I'm gonna stay up. I'm gonna go 1-2 to do a maximum velocity. So I get +2/+2 until the end of the round. I'll use Earth's Mightiest Hero to exhaust Kalu to ready Quicksilver, which readies friction resistance. All right. I'm going to use friction resistance for 1. I'm going to play Triskelion. I will thwart for 3, build support. Get rid of it. And allows me to search my deck. I'm just shuffling because I know where it is. And now I have nowhere out. So now my ally limit is at 5. I also get to ready and ready friction resistance. I am going to use friction resistance for 1 and specialized training. I will play Ant-Man for 2. I will exhaust the Milano to remove 3 threat from Cannonade. I will use Squirrel Girl to take a damage and remove the last threat. Quicksilver will thwart for 3 on the main, and that will be our turn. Is this end of turn 5? Yeah, turn 5. Or was that turn 6? Let me know if it was turn 5 or turn 6. But we are 90% through our deck. 1, 2, there we go. The strength in numbers. Now things are going to move a lot faster. Another pun intended. All right. 2 threat. Ship explodes. I'm going to go down to 6. He's attacking for 3. I'm defending for 3. 4, 5. I take 2. I go down to 4. Encounter card is Hull Breach. Deal 3 damage to the first player. I will... Do I want to go down to 1? Exhaust the Milano. Let's see what I can do here. I have Avengers Tower, Hyper Perception, Strength in Numbers. I think I might need all the resources I have. So I'm going to take the 3 damage, go down to 1. This is gone. All right. First things first, we are going to strengthen numbers for 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. All righty then. Steve Carrier and Friction Resistance are going to play Avengers Tower. Now we have all of our resources. Avengers Tower and Sky Cycle are going to put down Wonder Bra. All right. We are then going to use Sky Cycle for 1, Milano for 2. We're going to play Hyper Perception. We are going to thwart for 2 on the main, ready friction resistance, and ready with super speed. I'm going to use friction resistance to play Def Focus, which is another resource. I think this is turn 7. Def Focus and leadership training will play Accelerated Reflex. We are going to thwart the last of the main of the scheme. We're going to use Earth's Mightiest to exhaust and ready friction resistance. Flip down and go to 4. All right, so look at this board on turn 7. So now we have all of our resources. We have our allies that are built. We have everything. And then I'm going to use Serval Industries to put back... what are we putting back? Let's put back a Speed Cyclone and the Reinforced Sinew. So we can stun him for once, and then we can do some other stuff. All right. So our deck is almost done. I'm still waiting to see Scarlet Witch. Again, that is enough. Oh, there she is. Scarlet Witch allows us to discard 2 to draw 3. So that helps a lot also with the speed of our deck. But the fact that we got the strength in numbers, we're going to probably have to go through you're going to see our deck is going to go through a couple turns fast. 2, 4, 5, and 6. So we got the mansion now for more card draw and everything. So how impressive is this to be able to build all this so fast with no double resources? So I think it's still pretty impressive. It would have been probably a couple turns faster if I had 1 or 2 doubles. But for the math And for the deck to be able to put out that 200, I need to very, very be careful and be super restrictive with the amount of non-permanent cards I put in my deck. All right, so 2 and... Oh, there it goes, the advance. So that's going to go to 4. Uh-oh. His red face is there. Is this a Shadows? No, it's a Kree Lieutenant. Nice, nice, nice. And that's a guard right there. All right, he's annoying, but it's not that bad. All right, let's start building. Avengers Tower, Friction Resistance, Steve Carrier will play Wanda Maximoff. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 2, 4, 5, 6 allies. So the only ally I have left now is Black Panther, which is very cool. All right, so I want to do 2 for 3. I do want to recover, though. So I think I'll go back up to 7. This is turn 8. I do have this guard who only attacks for 1, which is not the end of the world. But I don't have a way to ready up. So I think I'm going to Serval Industries. I'm going to Serval Industries a double time and then always be running. And then I have, there's another double time and a Moxie. All right, perfect. So I am going to discard 2 to draw 3. All right, I'm going to discard, I'm not there yet, so I'm going to discard my Tenacity and Sky Cycle 2 to draw 3 cards. Always be running Tenacity and that. All right, perfect. I will flippity flop flop up. All right, so let's go. So we used all of this. We're good. So we still have, check this out. Always be running Def Focus. Now I get to ready Friction Resistance. All right, so now I have 3 resources here. So let's do it. So Friction Resistance, Quint Carrier, Milano for 3, and a Tenacity for 4 are going to play the Avengers Mansion. That's another resource. I'll draw a card. It's a Moxie. It's a day late and a buck short for Moxie, but that's okay. All right, I am going to punch for 1. Super Speed readies Friction Resistance. I will use Friction Resistance and Moxie to do what? Do? Yeah, I will do a Reinforce Sinew. I will punch this guy for 2. All right. I will then discard double time to do a Speed Cyclone, and I'm going to stun Drang. So this is going to go to 6 to 3. He attacks me for 1. I don't care. I have 7. Oh, wait. I could. I'm going to thwart for 1. Ah, there's the advance. So I'm kind of glad that went away. So this is going to go down to 3. Okay. Which means I'm getting Shadows of the Past. Ah, I really don't want to see Shadows because it's going to slow me down. All right, so we are back up. Milano, this, and this. Are you guys enjoying this so far? Are you guys enjoying this? Is this crap? Is it long? All right, we got our double time, and we have decked out, which means we have to go through our deck, I think, 1 more time, and then we should be able to do the combo. So we should be able to go through our deck within the next 2 turns. Sniper's like totally engrossed. All right, 2, 4, 5. So the big cards we have left to put down is our Symbiote Suit that we haven't done yet, and then the Tenacities. So we need Symbiote Suits, Sky Cycles. So we're going to clean up house. The third deck cycle is going to be a lot. The second deck fight, you saw, it took me 8 turns to go through my deck. I think in my video that I did yesterday, I did it in 5 turns. So, but I got Scarlet Witch turn 1, which was insane value. Getting her super early and then friction resistance early really changed the game. All right. So we're adding 2 threats, so this is going to go to 5. He's going to put one of these things out. He is stunned. This guy's going to punch me for 1, so I'm just going to take the 1. 6. And then we get 2 cards. All right. First one is a Badoon Engineer, which is going to pop off this and deal 2 indirect damage. We'll go down to 4. Please don't be shadows. It's a Militant. We haven't used our ability yet, so we're going to do that and then ready up. Alrighty then. Okay, let's draw a card. It's an Earth's Mightiest. Okay, so now we're going to have some fun. We don't have anything to play right now. That's super exciting. So this is going to be a pretty passive turn. 9. All right. Friction Resistance and Moxie are going to play double time, which is going to deal 2 damage and 2 damage. So that's 4. Let's just take out this guy. He's out. Then we are going to punch for 2 on the Badoon Engineer. Super speed, ready friction resistance. I'm going to use friction resistance to play a Sky Cycle on Scarlet Witch. I am then going to punch for 2 on the Engineer. I'm going to use Def Focus to play Always Be Running, which is going to ready me, ready friction resistance. All right. Then, we're going to use the Milano to remove 3 threat. That's going to go down to 2. I'm going to use Scarlet Witch to thwart for 1. Plus 1 is 2. There's nothing left. All right. I will flip down and recover to 7. I will pitch Speed Cyclone and Earth's Mightiest to draw 3. 1, 2, 3. Nice. I will use Queen Carrier and Friction Resistance to play our Tenacity. And I will use Steve Carrier to play the Specialized Training for 5. I'm going to keep this maximum velocity in my deck. And then next turn we can clean everything, all the bad stuff, and then we'll see if we can get all our good cards. All right. 2. Oh, nice. So now it's going to be, it's Symbiote's time. 2, 4, 5, and 6. We're going to pitch a couple cards. Avengers Assemble and probably Strength in Numbers. We'll see what else we can pitch to draw an extra 3, but I want to get down the suit. I need to draw some cards. If I have the suit, I don't need the maximum velocity. So it's just going to be a waste of resources. All right. 2 threat. Badoon Ship schemes for 4. Plus 1 is 5. Goes to 7 again. And then ship charges up. Please don't be shadows. Please don't be shadows. Special delivery. Oh, yes. Oh, no. I don't want to see... Oh, I don't want to see shadows on the turn that I'm ready to just pop off. All right. We're going to draw a card with the Mansion. We got a Moxie. All right. Perfect. We're going to use Moxie and Avengers Assemble to pitch 2 to draw 3. Nice. All right. So we have double Strength in Numbers. All right. We need Black Panther. We don't need to go to 7, which 7 is fine. So I'm going to flip up. We're going to do Strength in Numbers. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we're going to draw an extra 6 cards. 2, 4, 6. All right. Now, we're going to use Steve, Quinn, and Friction Resistance and Avengers Tower to put the last part of the combo, which is Black Panther with Avengers Assemble underneath. All right. That is done. Then we're going to use 1, 2, 3, Always Be Running, and a maximum velocity for 4. It's Symbiote time. I go to 17. Okay. Then we're going to use double time and def focus to do maximum velocity. All right. I am now a 5-5-5. So +3/+3. I'm a 5-5-5. I'm going to thwart for 5 off specialized training. Ready friction resistance. Get combat specialists. Now I punch for 6. I am going to punch for 6 off of the creep private. Because I punch for 6, I get to draw a card. It's a leadership training. All right. Now I have to make choices. I could do a strength in numbers for 3. Okay, let's use friction resistance to play a sky cycle on Black Panther. Black Panther can thwart for 2, and then sky cycle readies him. I'll ready Scarlet Witch, and I'll ready Stinger, so I could draw 3 extra cards here to be able to play some of the other cards I want to play. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to strengthen numbers, draw 3 extra cards. 1, 2, and 3. Oh, check this out. Now all my allies are exhausted, so I can't use these Earth Mightiest heroes. But I am going to spend 2 Earth's Mightiest to play 2 Adrenaline Rushes. All right. I don't want to. Is there any other cards in my deck that I want to get back? No. So this is left. This is all that's left to set up. Last tenacity. I have 1 more tenacity. One tenacity, adrenaline rush, leadership training. So that is it. That is all we need to set up. This is going to go to 7. All right, we're good. We're good. But now we're taking double encounter cards. So 100% Shadows of the Past is coming out. Oh man, let's go. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is Shadows. The first card is Shadows. Turn 8? No, we're on turn 10. All right, I think we're on turn 10. I should do it, but yeah, I think we're on turn 10 here. All right, here we go, and then 2, 4. So 2, 4, 5, and 6. What is the difference between Quicksilver and the Flash? The color of their suit. Here we go. So we're adding 2 threats. A Badoon ship counter. It goes to 3. Drang wants to attack us for 3. We're defending for 5. He's attacking us for 5. We take no damage. We get 3 encounter cards. Shadows turn 1. This is a shadow. No! This is the Shadows. Gang up. All right, he's attacking for 3. I can just defend. I'll defend for 5. He's attacking for 6, so I take 1. And then I take 2, go down to 14. This is Shadows. Under fire. Oh my god. These are Shadows. One of these is Shadows. Blindside. I'll get stunned. Master plan. Oh my god, I avoided Shadows. I avoided the Shadows. Oh, wow. And an acceleration on the main. Okay, wow. I got to avoid Shadows. Oh, so good. That's so good. Oh, my God. The fact that I was able to avoid Shadows of the Past. Amazeballs. Amazeballs. All right, well, I'll be able to clean everything up this turn. Flip down, get everything I need, and then final turn after that. So turn 11. Here we go. We're going to use a Moxie for a leadership training. We're going to use Avengers Mansion to draw a card. It's an always be running. We are going to punch, get rid of our stun. We're going to use Def Focus. Yeah, if I don't get Shadows turn 1, it's 100% rigged. Always be running. Oh wait, I didn't use Friction Resistance. I'll use Friction Resistance first to play the Adrenaline Rush, and then I'll ready Friction Resistance. I will use Friction Resistance, Quinn Carrier for 2. I will play my tenacity. I will punch for 4 on this guy. Because I punch for 4, I get to draw a card. Super speed, readies friction resistance. All right. I will remember you. Okay. I will spend 1 and friction resistance to do the maximum velocity. I will get a +2/+2. And if I would have known, I would have done it the other way. All right, I cannot thwart, so I got to punch this guy out. So I'm going to punch for 6. This guy's out. I will use the Milano for always be running, which I will ready friction resistance. I'm short 1 resource. I will thwart for 3, 4. I will thwart for 3, 4, 5. That will go down to 2. I will use Ant-Man to bring that down to 0. I will flip down. I will keep this last tenacity. And I think the leadership training is done. This is the, yeah. All right, 2, 4, 6 cards, 7 cards. All right. Now, this is what we mean. We're going to have to sculpt our final hand. So we're going to use the strength in numbers. We're going to use what we need here. But we might be able to just chill 1 turn in Alter Ego and see how that goes. This is going to go to 3. Ship pops off. We go to 12. Boom. He schemes for 2. +3 is 5, which goes to 8. Ah, son of a gun. All right, I don't want to lose to an advance here, which probably will happen because I'm like 1 turn away. And then Need for Speed, I will exhaust. And then Blindside, I'll get stunned. All right, don't care. All right. Oh, this is going to be tricky now. This is definitely going to be tricky. Because it goes up by 3, he can scheme for 5 and just make me lose the game. I will draw a card. Speed Cyclone. All right, I gotta sculpt my hand. I'm gonna pitch 2 cards to draw the 3. 1, 2, 3. All right. Let's try to finish this now. We're gonna use friction resistance, Queen Carrier. We're going to play the tenacity. All right. So there we go. So this is set up. This is set up. These guys are set up. This is set up. The fact that I'm stunned is not the best, but it's okay. I have 3 Earth's Mightiest to ready up. And I have 3 here. So I have to go up 1 more turn. So I'll have to spend this, and then I can start using my ability to get ready. I can get rid of these. It's not a problem. And I haven't used my strength in numbers yet. So I can get everything I need this turn, which is turn 12. Flip it up, and then win on the backside. All right. It's a little risky. It decided to sulk. Yeah. I'm going to flip up. When I flip up, I am going to use Earth's Mightiest Hero. I'm going to exhaust one of my guys to ready friction resistance. I'll use the Milano to remove 3 threat. I will thwart the last threat. Ready. And then I will get rid of my stunned. Done. Okay. I can keep 6 cards. So I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I have too many cards. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pitch Speed Cyclone. Yeah, I'm going to pitch Speed Cyclone and strengthen numbers to draw 1 card at the end. It's a double time. Not what I needed. All right, it doesn't matter. Okay, now this is where it gets tricky. This is the end. I really hope that this was not gonna pop, but It's okay. So 3-2. I'm going to defend for 3. He's attacking for 3. He's attacking for 6. I go down to 9. And encounter 1, encounter 2. A Badoon, which goes up 1. Doesn't matter. And a blockade, which has 4 threat, which doesn't matter. Okay. Perfect, perfect, perfect. All right, we are going to punch for 3. When we punch for 3, we get rid of this. We also get to draw a card. It's an always be running. Sweet. I will ready with my guy. I will use the Milano to remove 3 threat from the blockade and thwart it away. Done. I will use friction resistance to always be running. Ready myself. Thwart for 3. There's no more threat on the main. All right. I will draw a card with Avenger's Mansion. Where's my last Moxie? Oh, it's here. Oh. Okay, so I will draw. I will get an encounter card. Okay, this is where I have to decide. Am I need to flip down when I have all 3 Moxies in my hand. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to see if I can see not shadows. I'll see if I can bait out the advance. And if I see the advance go by, I'll flip down because I would suck to lose to advance. So I'll do maximum velocity. I'll boost myself up +2. I'll just end the turn there. There's no threat. There's nothing. These go here. This shuffles back in. Which is exactly what I need it to be. I need it to be just like this. But I need 1 turn in Alter Ego to make the combo work. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's see. All right. 3 threats. Ship explodes. I go down to 7. I defend for 5. He's attacking for 5. 3 cards. Rogue Vessel. 4 cards. Armada. Don't care. His spear's back. Don't care. Cut off guard. Oh, Nikes. That is annoying. That is annoying because that adds a card in our deck. All right, it's going to be... You know what? It's just going to be my accelerated reflex. And then I take a damage from the Rogue Vessel. All right, I didn't see what I wanted to see, but it's okay. That goes away. Let's draw a card. It's another maximum velocity. All right, let's just do it. 1, 2. Maximum velocity. So I get another +2/+2. All right, I will thwart the Armada away. Ready, friction resistance. Ready, thwart all of this away. I'll use this. And I have to spend resources. And spend 2 resources. I'll get rid of Rogue Vessel. All right. I think I flipped down here. I'm going to Earth's Mightiest, exhaust one of the characters to ready friction, flip down, recover for 4, go to 10. This is turn 13. We're going to go into turn 14. All right. Come on, Steve. Let's go. 1, 2. There it is. All right. So now that we have the Moxie and this, all right, we have what we need. 2, 4, 5, 6, 7. We get to pitch these cards to draw 3. And then we'll be 1, 2, 3 cards away. 1 here. Perfect. I know, it's going to be super sucky. I have a feeling this is what's going to happen. But if it happens, it doesn't matter. I'm just going to keep going because we're on the last turn, right? So he schemes for 2, goes to 5. If I get shadows here as well, I die. Surge into... I'll just exhaust the Milano. And there it is. All right. Fuck you, shadows. F you, shadows of the past. So that just ruins everything. But we're going to discard that because it could suck An eggshell. All right, we're just going to do the combo right now. Stupid shadows of the past. Obviously, I knew it was going to happen. It had to happen on the last card, right? It's the last card of the last turn of the last thing. All right, who cares? Let's just do it. Stupid shadows. Spend 2 to draw 3. All right, 1, 2, 3. All right, we have everything we need. We are going to flip up. I know, for sure. I don't care anymore. Shadows can just eat a big ball of garbage. All right, I'm going to +3 myself with triple Moxies. So I get +3 power. Okay? Now, this is where it gets really, really interesting. I'm going to crack all 3 adrenaline rushes. So I'm going to go up +6. All right, then I'm going to strengthen numbers for 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I draw 1, get another card. Draw 2, draw 3, draw 4, draw 5, draw 6, draw 7. All right. So I have my 7 cards. Now, my base, now I need to do a maximum velocity. So I'm going to go Def Focus for 1, Steve Carrier for 2. I'm going to do maximum velocity. So now I go up to 8. I have to keep all these cards in my hand, and you'll see why. Now, my attack is 8, 9, 10, wait, how is it? It's +8, 9, 10, 11, 12. There you go. I was like, how am I missing this? I'm punching for 12. Drang is at 1. I am not using my super speed. So I did 12 damage. I'm not using my super speed. This is an option. I will draw a card off the specialist. It's my speed cyclone. I will then... Oh yeah, I had to exhaust the Milano. That's annoying. All right. I will use friction resistance. That's another thing that sucks. If I lose the Milano on that one, I'm like, darn it. Because that's an extra resource that I have to spend. All right, so I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to do Avengers, Mabemble. So we ready up. Now I punch for 13. So that is 9. Here. I get to ready all my guys. And because I ready friction resistance. All right. Now I punch for 13. Now, check this out. This is where it gets super, super tricky. How many cards do I have left? 2, 4, 6, 8. I have too many cards. Oh, it's not going to work. No. Oh, I did this wrong. I did my last turn wrong. Stupid shadows. All right. I have to cycle these back in. All right. So I'm going to punch. You know what? I'm going to add an adrenaline rush. I'll crack it. I'm now punching for 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. I'm punching for 14. All right. I'm going to punch for 14. Bring me up to 26. I am going to use accelerated reflex to always be running. Ready me, ready friction resistance. I'm going to punch for another 14. So that gives me, brings me up to 40. Come on, Steve. Always be running. Ready. Punch. 54. I'm going to be short. This is ready. Friction resistance. Readies me again. Go to 68. I'm then going to strengthen numbers for 7. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is what you don't want. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And yeah. All right. I am going to use Avengers Mansion, draw another one. Maximum velocity does nothing here. Get another encounter card. So this one failed because of the luck factor. I wasn't able to shuffle back in the 3 always be runnings because of some of the problems that I had. But let's see if we can still get up there. We'll use maximum velocity to put another adrenaline rush. We'll use a Moxie to play another adrenaline rush. We'll pump these up by 2. So now I punch for 16 a turn, which is still not enough. All right. I am going to use a Moxie for an always be running. And ready up, punch for 16. That goes up to 74, 84. Now I'm going to be short, because I'm going up by 16 a turn. So 84, and then plus 16, because I'll do the tenacity. I'm at 100. There we go. We're at 100. Where's that 10? Straight up on 100. We'll do it again. Ready with the tenacity. 116. We'll do it again. 132. Yeah, it messed up at the end. And then I have the 3 Earth's Mightiest. So plus 16 is 148. Plus 16 is 164. And then plus 16 is 180. I was 20 damage away. But like I said, the last 20-30 damage has to come from getting some shuffling your deck when you can have all of these cards cycle right back in, and it's very dependent on luck. Oh, I was 20 damage away. Super, super annoying. Dumb Shadows of the Past. This is the same thing that happened to me in French. I was there at the end, and then Shadows comes in and ruins my day. Rah, 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 rah. So, anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this. Like I said, the last bit of damage, I know, but it wasn't perfect. It's so annoying when it's perfect. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a clip of the last turn on the game where I was able to do 214 damage. I'll put that there. I'll put it out, and you guys can watch the last turn. And you'll see it's all about the luck. And then I was super lucky. I got 1 adrenaline rush and 3 always be runnings in my last 5 cards, and I was like, there you go. That's where it was. But I recorded it a couple times, and I'm like, you know what? Let's just try to do it live, see what happens. And of course, Shadows of the Past happens and ruins my day. Stupid card. I was like, that's why I kept fearing it, because as soon as Shadows comes out, Insight 2, Insight 1, I was at 5, adds the 3 threat, you're done. And then everything else is, the indirect damage don't matter, but it's that 3 threat that kills me. There you go. So anyway, I hope you had fun, because I enjoyed playing this. I played this like probably 5-6 times yet. I always manage to get there, and it's always like at the last turn, just like the villain just comes in, either just screws me up. But most of the other games, this is like, yeah, it's not even that hard to get there. It's just playing off, because you can always use your maximum velocities, and you can recycle that stuff. Again, this deck is super fun to play, and that last bit of damage, you gotta get lucky, but it's fun. This is what the game is all about, right? So I hope you enjoyed this. What time is it? It's 9:30 at night. Yeah, so I hope you guys, like I said, not just enjoy this, but want to try this at home, because that's the whole point, right? Oh, thanks, Chris. It wasn't well played because I lost. Shadows of the Past, but I'm also playing against a scenario that is very easy to lose because of it goes up by 2 a turn and all that kind of stuff. Yes, Brant, I will see you in Connecticut in April. But we're going to play together before that, I'm sure. All right, guys, super fun. If you guys want to see more of these achievements live, the other one that was really fun was the Captain America shield toss for 10. But that's another leadership one. I think Thor was the best one I did in Thor was with the aggression. I think it was a 200. Was it 300 damage lightning strike? So just count all the minions and then lightning striking for like 16 or 17. It's just beautiful. Anyway, there's all these achievements you can go try out for yourself. All the decks are always explained beforehand and everything. So on that note, guys, should I give something away? Do I have anything to give away? Oh, I still have some of these. Promos. Anybody want promos? I don't have complete sets, but I have a couple of full art Angels, a couple of full art Lauras. I do have Strife and Juggernaut. These are like the stragglers. So, who wants some stuff? Actually, you know what's also awesome? You guys are watching me live. These are from the X-Men series. I have 3 packs left from the X-Men series. So there you go. So I will let you choose. If you want to participate, here, I'll try to do as much of a full set as I can. 5, so there's 6 out of the 7. I don't know which one's missing. Mr. Sinister is missing here. And then I got doubles of Great. I got like a lot of Great Crows. So let's do this. We'll put, this is what somebody's going to win tonight. Angel, X23, and all of these. And then I'll open up for the second place one of these. And then for the last person is going to get all of them except for Grey Crow. And I'll have another one. So I got 3 things to give away tonight. I'll keep these for another time. All right. If you want, just write your name in the comments. So this is going to be the first one. This is going to be the second one. And this is going to be the third one. There you go. Let's put this out. So write your name in the comments. And then I will write your name down. And then we'll do the giveaway. And then I'll send that by mail to wherever you live. In Canada, in the US. If it's in the US, I will open the pack though. Because if I send plastic, it triples the price of the whatever I'm shipping. So I'm not allowed to ship plastic, apparently. And then I'll send that out. All right. So, write your name. Write your name. So how many of you guys are out there? Oh, only 6? Oh, there you go. So Alex is like, I want some of this. All right, so Alex, you'll be number 1. I gotta find myself a piece of paper and a pencil, or else I'll forget. Well, if Alex is the only one who writes, Alex is gonna be the only one who gets it, which is fine. What's this blue star you got around your name, Brolac? I don't even know what that means. What is this blue star? Alright, I'll figure it out someday. So far, 1 to 6 is Alex. Nobody else wants some of these promos? Well, Alex, you get to choose one you want. I'm going to give it another minute. If you're listening, my other camera. Oh, shoot. Did it bug? Ah, crap. Oh, you already have them all. All right. Well, Marie, you can always give them to somebody else, one of your friends that play with, which is always. You're a subscriber? All of them are subscribers. I don't know. Okay. That's why I have a star? No, I know Brent is subscribed to the channel. I know a bunch of you guys are subscribed to the channel. I don't know what the star means. I'm sure it means something. All right. So even if you already won, you can always gift them to somebody else. All right, Mary, number 2. Ah, pour les avantages. Ah, ok. Ah, c'est bon, ok. Oh, so you're a channel member. Oh, you'll hand them out? All right, Alex, merci. Alex is a channel member. I didn't even know. I have to. I didn't even know. I know there's like 4 or 5 of you guys that are channel members. All right. Well, look, it's between you and Mary so far. Anybody else? I'm gonna give it another 30 seconds, and then we'll give it away. Give it away. Give it away. Give it away now. I'm sure Nelson doesn't have that trouble giving away stuff. Why is it so hard to give stuff away? All right. Well, I'll make it easy. Mary, you'll be 1, 3, and 5. Alex, you'll be 2, 4, and 6. Last chance to write your name. All right, and then you can tell me if you want prize 1, prize 2, or prize 3. All right. Alex, you win. All right, Alex, what do you want? And Mary, you can choose what you want for the next one. I rolled a 6. So Alex, do you want prize 1, prize 2, or prize 3? Finally. All right, so which one do you want? You want the top? All right, here you go. You can get the top. These are yours, my friend. Felicitation. All right, Mary. What do you want? Do you want the pack, or do you want the promos here? If it's the X-Men, do you have any of the X-Men? If you have any of the X-Men, or if you don't have, if you have all the X-Men, do you have the X-Men ones? Because these are X-Men promos. I had a couple of packs left, looked in my drawer, and I'm like, oh, I'll take the already open ones. All right, sweet. Mary, don't forget, send me your address, and when I go down to the States, oh, you have all the X-Men ones too? All right, well, at one point I'll do a stream where somebody doesn't have all this stuff, and then they'll want to have it. I think I also have, I was going through my stuff, and I'm like, I have an extra Wolverine. I have an extra Phoenix because I bought them by mistake. I have 1,000 sleeves of my shiny stuff. I have all my old tokens. This is all in my box. There you go. So now you guys saw my mess. All right. So at one point I have to introduce somebody to the game and just give them these packs. Phoenix and Wolverine. So one day I'll find somebody who hasn't gotten them and I'll just send them to them as a little thank you. All right, so Alex, envoie-moi ton adresse. Mary, send me your address. You both have me on Messenger. Everyone else, thank you so much for watching. And remember to have some fun and just play the game. I'll see you soon for the next live stream or for another video of crazy shenanigans. Peace out. Good night. A-Town.